Many travel a long road to find true love and abide in faith. The long road led John Smid here.
I thought there was going to be real answers there for me.
Ricky Chalette traveled the same road, but never took the off-ramp.
Our mission is to seek to proclaim God's truth as we journey with those seeking sexual and relational wholeness.
Both these men say they feel attraction to other men. Both men spent or spend time counseling or converting people who feel the same way, including people from Arkansas.
We had parents who drove to parents' meetings. We had people that came to our local support groups. I remember a guy coming from Jonesboro.
Welcome to the Refuge Program.
Smid famously led an organization called Love in Action, depicted harshly in the movie Boy Erased.
Born a homosexual, this is a lie. It's a choice.
It's based on a memoir of native Arkansan Jared Conley and his family trying to become ex-gay through prayer.
I bought the package, the whole evangelical Christian package, and said, okay, if that's the way it has to be, then I'm going to live it to the fullest.
But today, Smid is twice divorced from women and married to a man in Northeast Texas.
I feel a tremendous amount of regret. I also feel some embarrassment that I allowed a line of thinking to so dominate my life.
I can't tell you how many times I have said...
Chalette has been married for about 30 years to a woman and has a family. He founded Living Hope Ministries in North Texas.
The majority of the folks that I've known through the years who've done these kinds of ministries have been incredibly caring, compassionate people who just want folks to know that there is another option. And there is another option. Because what do you do with me?
The two are the opposite poles of an argument over how to counsel LGBT Christians, or whether to do it at all.
The harm comes from the message that people are somehow inherently broken or flawed if they're gay.
While fighting temptation, Smid says he began to feel doubt about his mission several years into his work in West Tennessee.
I felt so isolated from other ministries because I didn't see the outcomes that I thought other ministries were experiencing.
Chalette counters that he and others are examples that it does work if the goal is to live a heterosexual lifestyle.
Our ministry's been around for 30 years, and we've had thousands of people who have come through here who, when they came, never imagined that they could even have a heterosexual relationship with the opposite sex.
A civil discussion between both sides is difficult. Chalette is unapologetic about terming much of his ministry recovery from living a sinful lifestyle. That angers Smid. He thinks it's wrong to say a gay person needs to recover from anything, except perhaps other people trying to change them.
Ex-gay ministries, as they're called, are not organizations that are accepted or embraced by professional therapeutic training or experience.
And the cultural wave that has moved homosexuality out of the closet now frame groups like Chalette's as quackery, hateful, and dangerous. It's why he asked us to avoid specifically locating the church in Texas that houses Living Hope, lest it encourage protests. Today, the organization consists of group meetings for both those seeking a straight life and Alcoholics Anonymous-style sessions for family and friends.
If there's any sense on my part when they come in that they've been forced to be there or they've been coerced to be there in some way, I'm pretty notorious about just getting up and saying, I'm sorry, this is over, we're not going to do this.
Chalette acknowledges there is a so-called discipleship house. It offers what Chalette describes as a, quote, change of venue for men seeking help on the journey. 2 men are staying there now, and Chalette insists no one is there against their will, especially people under 18. Smid thinks that cultural wave is close to sweeping away the movement he once espoused, leaving room for living a quiet life of carpentry and car collecting.
We need to encourage people of faith to listen to their heart, to listen to their soul. Do they really, truly believe that God condemns a loving, committed, faithful gay relationship?
But Chalette remains fervent and steadfast.
And I am convinced that, there needs to be organizations like ours out there for those who want help. And that's all we're trying to do.
In Sumner, Texas, Roldy Hoyt, THV 11 News.